Howdy, folks. Thank you for joining us today. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Welcome. My name is Bishop Lafer. We are going to be talking about social media best practices. Thank you all for joining. We are also joined by Bao Kim today. As we go, if you have any questions, please throw them in the questions box. Bao will be answering those questions in the questions box. And then at the end, I'm going to make sure to reserve some time to answer questions as well. So if you do have a question, please feel free to throw it in that question box and we will get to it. All right, so about me, I am the marketing developer analyst here at IDX Broker. I've been doing digital marketing for over 10 years, Facebook Blueprint certified, as well as Google Ads and Analytics certified. And what are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about what is good content. We'll go over some tips and tricks. I'll share with you the best times and days of the week to post on the various channels, and then we'll talk about some best practices. So, what is good content? Good content will do two things, one of two things, right? You should ask yourself these questions. Does this content provide value? And in providing value, that means, is it informational? Is it interesting? Is it local? And is it relatable? And the second question you should ask yourself is it engaging? Will this content engage my audience? So will people share or click on it, comment it, likes, etc.? So what are some examples of good content? New listings and properties. So any listing updates or videos of staging a property or any property that you're currently selling. Some success stories and testimonials. This is your chance to show off. So things like saying a post of a listing that sold above asking, or we got 12 offers in 2 days, or anything like that. Industry and market news. This is a perfect opportunity to share your market reports. So as an IDX broker client or platinum client, then you have access to market reports, and you can either share your market report landing page where you can just offer for your audience to get information about the area they live in, or you can share a market report for a specific area. So you can either do a more targeted post for specific areas, or you can do a more broad post and ask people to come to your website and get information about their specific area. Also, you could use local involvement in events. Do you sponsor your kids' soccer team? Are you doing open houses? Do you attend Chamber of Commerce events? Are you sponsoring events? Any type of thing where you're spending marketing dollars in your local community, then you should definitely be posting about it. Home improvement and renovation tips is also another good example of good content. Not everybody in your audience or in your sphere is buying or selling, but they could potentially be thinking about it. And a good way to increase the value of your property is to do some home renovations. And so maybe you're not ready to move now, but here's how you can get ready. You can also promote local businesses and partners. And this kind of ties into the one before. As a real estate agent, I'm sure that you know a lot of contractors, people who will help with these home improvement and renovation projects, not capable of doing it yourself. Here's a great recommendation for someone who can help you with that. You can also share your live streams of open houses or virtual tours. And then also company milestones. So this is your chance to show off. This is your platform. Let people know about your accolades and your accomplishments. Again, like, for example, pending in 2 days, or our client bought sight unseen. Thank you for trusting us. Those types of things. And also Q&A sections. You want to be accessible. Buying or selling a house is a huge task and very involved, and people have a lot of questions about it. Make yourself available via Q&A sessions. So here are some tips and tricks. You'll want to be community focused. Position yourself as the local expert. These are your neighborhoods in your cities. Take this opportunity to shine. Different channels need different content. So make sure your content matches the channel you're posting on. Obviously, you don't want to post a picture on YouTube. Not that is even possible, but if you're posting on LinkedIn, you don't want to be off the cuff, as LinkedIn is more professional. And so if you are posting kind of off the cuff or more personable, relatable content, then you probably want to do that on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and not so much on LinkedIn. So just be aware of where you're posting and make sure that your content matches that audience. And then be consistent. You want to post on a schedule so your audience will know when to expect new content. So if you put out post or blog posts like weekly, then make sure to do it on the same day so people can kind of expect when that new content is coming out, and then it'll be interacted with more often. Offer variety. So not everyone in your network is currently looking to buy or sell, so post a variety of content to keep everyone engaged. This ties back into the good content of sharing home improvement or renovation ideas. And then know your audience. If you know your audience, it is much easier to craft great content that your network will engage with. You should be original. Your audience wants to connect with you, so be personable. Let them see and hear you, and be engaging. You cannot post something and just expect for that post to do well. You need to engage with your audience. So respond to comments. Also, comment on other people's posts. The entire idea of social media is to be social. These are conversations. So start conversations and maintain your conversations. And ultimately, be yourself. You are your brand as a real estate agent. So your audience wants to engage with you. You can build trust and stand out just by being yourself. So what are the best times and days of the week to post? For Facebook, the best day is on a Wednesday between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. and the worst day is on a Sunday. But you can pretty much consider it to be safe to post anytime Tuesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For Twitter, Wednesdays and Fridays after 9 a.m. are the best days and the worst days are Sunday. It's safe to post Monday through Friday anytime between 8 and 4. For LinkedIn, Wednesdays between 8 and 12 and Thursdays between 9 and 2 are the best days. The worst day is Sunday, which is a pretty common theme here. And it's safe to post any day Tuesday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. So during work hours. YouTube is the anomaly. The best day is Thursday and Friday between 12 and 4, and the worst day is Tuesday, so not Sunday. And it's safe to post anytime between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. And then on Instagram, the best days are Wednesday at 11 a.m. and Friday between 10 and 11 a.m. and the worst day is Sunday. And it's safe to post anytime Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. So what are some best practices? For Facebook, you want to aim for 2 to 3 posts per week. Over 70% of Facebook users log in 6 to 10 times per day. So this is why you want to be commenting on other people's posts and responding to comments on your posts, because even if you didn't just post it, when someone logs into Facebook, if they haven't already seen the post, then it will be at the top of their feed if the post has received a lot of engagement. So say you post at 10 a.m. and there's a lot of people liking and commenting on your post. If someone logs in at 4 and they haven't already seen it, if your post has had a lot of engagement, it will be at the top of their newsfeed, even though the post was from 6 hours ago. And also you want to post on your business account and share it on your personal account. And then in order to capture leads, you'll need to link to pages with your lead capture settings enabled. For LinkedIn, you'll also want to aim for 2 to 3 posts per week, which is pretty common. That is true for all of our social media marketing channels. And for LinkedIn, this is your online resume. It's a more professional setting, and it's the best agent-to-agent referral network. And so you'll want to make sure that you fully build out your profile because it has a lot of SEO value, and also it is the best agent-to-agent referral network. For Twitter, you also want to aim for 2 to 3 posts per week. Twitter is the channel where you will reach the youngest audience. And Twitter is an open forum with high SEO value. So even though your posts can only be 140 characters, they're easily indexable, and you can use hashtags to help interested users find relevant content. And again, this is where you will reach your youngest audience. On YouTube, there are over 1 billion users. It's an excellent platform for hosting your virtual tours, and any content that you post here can be shared on other platforms. So this is a library of reusable content. You post a video on YouTube, and then you share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. So you definitely want to make sure that you share your videos that you're hosting on YouTube on your other channels. For Instagram, you'll also want to aim for 2 to 3 posts per week, which is pretty commonplace. You want to keep it highly visual with photos and videos that will support the content of your post. And great content here includes day-to-day activities, virtual tours, client testimonials, and then showcasing people and businesses. And then one that's not exactly a social media network, but is extremely important is Google My Business. So you want to do one post per week for Google My Business because Google My Business posts only last for 1 week. They expire after 1 week. You want to use the What's New post type with supporting images and videos, and then link back to your website with the Learn More CTA. And then on the pages that you're linking to, you want to have your lead capture settings enabled. And then great content here includes new listings, virtual tours / open houses, and client testimonials. And Google My Business is extremely valuable in that these posts will help with local SEO. So if people are searching in your area, or people who are in your area are searching for houses available and you're posting listings, Google My Business is a quick and easy way to get great search engine optimization value for free. So the key takeaways are to make certain that your content both provides value and engages your audience. Post a variety of content to engage with everyone in your network. You should be community focused, consistent, and offer a variety, and be yourself. Post on a schedule during high activity times so your post will get the best reach and engagement. Know which channel you're using and curate content relevant to that audience. And now we will take some questions. What was Facebook again? Nathan says, what was Facebook again? As far as the best times to post, we will be sending these slides out, but here I'll scroll back to the Facebook best times. For Facebook, the best times to post were between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Wednesday, and the worst days on Sundays. And then it's pretty safe to post anytime Tuesday to Thursday between 8 and 3. But also we'll send out a recording of this video, and we'll also send you a copy of the slides. Sandra says, can you email us to us afterwards? Absolutely. We will send a follow-up email that will have a recording of the webinar as well as a copy of the slides. And Sandra also says, are your IDX pages indexable? Yes, our IDX pages are indexable. The listings details pages probably being the most indexable, more so than an actual search page. But yes, that is one of the key benefits to IDX Broker, is that we are indexable if you are using a custom CNAME and a subdomain. How many posts on Instagram per week, says Mario? For Instagram, you want to post 2 to 3 times. And then you can also do stories every day, honestly, just of your day-to-day as you're driving to a home you're going to show, or staging for an open house. Those types of things are great types of content to share via stories. And then you want to do like 2 to 3 actual posts, which could be home renovation or local businesses or new listings, those types of things. Karen says, are the best times time zone specific? Within your area, yes, because as far as social media goes, your network is probably in your area for the most part. So whatever the time zone, whatever time it is in your time zone, right? So like you want to post at 11 a.m. for you, not 11 a.m. for the opposite coast. You know what I mean? And then Robin says, are there any landing pages for basic IDX? I'm not sure what you mean. As far as landing pages, if you're sharing a new listing, then I would use the listings details page as the landing page. If you're sharing a post about a specific area, I would probably use a community page, which could be save search for a specific area. So things like that. I think that use specific landing pages for specific scenarios. So Anne says, show the best post times for other platforms again, please. So we started with Facebook. This is Twitter. Twitter is Wednesday and Friday after 9 a.m. Sunday's the worst day. And then it's safe between Monday and Friday between 8 and 4 p.m. LinkedIn is Wednesday between 8 and 12 and Thursday between 9 and 2. YouTube is Thursday and Friday between 12 and 4. And Instagram is Wednesday at 11 a.m. and Friday between 10 and 11. Melinda says, are there third-party integration capabilities and can we leverage via text? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. You can definitely use something like Hootsuite to schedule posts, and then posting via text. That is not something that IDX Broker offers, but there may be a third-party social media solution that does offer posting via text, but I'm not certain about that. And Mario says, how do we integrate IDX into all these social media apps? So you would integrate IDX via sharing a link. So if you're sharing a new listing, then you'll want to share a link to a listings details page on your website. Also, though, not every single social media post needs to link back to your website. Engaging with your audience is more about having a conversation and being present than it is about always driving content back to your website. In order to stay top of mind, this is more like a brand awareness and top of mind type of thing. So reach and frequency, you just want to be accessible and kind of there, so every single post doesn't need to link back to your website unless it's a post about a specific listing, then it should, or about a community page. But you could also be posting about home improvement tips, which probably wouldn't link back to your website unless you did a blog post about home improvement ideas or renovation tips, in which case you would want to link back to your website, but that wouldn't necessarily be an IDX hosted page. So with social media, it's not necessarily about linking back to your website all the time. It's more about being present and being available and having conversations. Thice, sorry if I got your name wrong, I apologize, says, when you share a link with a property, why does it go directly to the real estate agent and not to your page? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So if you share a link from your IDX hosted page, the link goes to your website. And unless you are part of an office account where you're an individual agent, I'm not sure. It should go to your page. If you share a link to an IDX broker hosted page, the link should just go directly to your page. So can you show us how to share an IDX link to social media? So Instagram doesn't actually allow you to share links. So what you want to do is post pictures of listings or videos of you staging house for an open house. And then you should have a link to your website in your bio. So that's the only place that you can actually have a link on Instagram is in your bio. So make sure that you have a link in your bio and then post pictures and copy describing what the pictures are of on Instagram. Melinda says, are there a variety of designs available for the search and Google mapping? As far as there are a variety of designs available for results pages and listings details pages, and IDX Broker is actually really fully customizable. So we have designs available out of the box, and if one of those designs doesn't meet what you're looking for, we also have a large network of developer partners who can definitely help you achieve your vision. Are there any other questions? Thai says, how is it done so that leads can see the map while they are viewing properties? You would want to use a Home Atlas results template, which is the map side by side with the listings on the right. So the map is on the left and the listings are on the right, and it's interactive. If you click on a pin, then the listing that you clicked on will move to the top of the list. So it depends on which template you pick for your results pages. So in order to accomplish leads being able to see the map while they're viewing properties, you'll probably want to use the Home Atlas results template. Oh, we got one more question actually. There are a couple more. So Mario says, what is the best and most successful features of IDX to integrate with Facebook? You want to share, depending on what your post on Facebook is about, you'll want to share, if you're posting about a new listing, then you'll probably want to share the listings details page. If you're posting about an area, like a community, you'll want to share a community page. If you're just posting kind of generic content, you could share a link to your website. So it really depends on what your Facebook post is about. Features that are integrated with IDX Broker would be when a lead comes to your website and wants to register to receive updates about a specific property, they can log in with their Facebook account and they can also share that post on Facebook. But as far as your actual Facebook is concerned, your best bet is to share a link to your site on Facebook that corresponds with the content of your post. And then Abe asks, can IDX show the commission percentage for each listing? I don't think that is a field available via an MLS, but I'm not positive. I don't think so. All right. So if there are no more questions, then we will actually wrap it up this time. Thank you all again for taking time out of your day for joining, and have a great rest of your week.